Tenacity means going out of your own way, having that courage to try things that it might seem foreign to you, or might seem a little bit daunting to you. I think if you have the courage to actually try something and make a difference along the way, I think that is what tenacity means, at the very least for me. Yeah.
Tenacity to me, other than persevering or being persistent, it also means being adaptable in order to hold on and move forward. It's not just, clinging there helplessly.
I think tenacity actually means pushing forward, and despite whatever is going on, you're just pushing forward with everything, and that's what tenacity actually means to me. I think tenacity goes beyond what you're doing. It's more of how you're feeling also, because you don't need to show tenacity by the things that you do, but it's just by the way that you hold yourself.
I think I see tenacity as a good character trait. To me, having tenacity means that one is very persistent, very determined in achieving their goals, even when they encounter difficult challenges along the way.
Verve started as an arts festival curated by youth for youth, and this was held at the Arts House for 5 years. After the 5th year, however, we felt that we wanted to widen the reach of Verve and expose the students to a broader range of audience. So when the offer came in from Bukit Batok ECC, we decided to move Verve over and turn it into a community arts festival.
It was an arts festival, and we were given 48 hours use of the Arts House when we first started ABM, and the teaching team decided that it was a great opportunity for ABM students to have a taste of running their own arts festival, and in a very prestigious location, no less the Arts House. And so we just blindly found our way, guiding the very first cohort of ABM students into launching what was then known as ACID. Verve has evolved with ABM in that we decided to take a more community arts focus. Why? Because the country needs that. In a country where we have diverse groups of people, we realize that the arts is one of the most important or most accessible tool to bring people together. And as a result, we decided to move towards a more community arts-based festival, believing in the vision that the arts can bring diverse communities together. Yeah.
The festival has evolved to be a festival that talks about people in the community. And through the years, students have tried and attempted to also engage the community as well through projects, workshops, and to also feature the works of the community in the festival itself. But also at the same time, Verve is a celebration of the arts. Verve is also a platform to showcase various artists as well. So with the open call platform, for instance, Verve has served to be a platform that reaches out to the community and to get them to be a part of the festival as well.
Of course, this year, as you know, with the pandemic, we've had to turn the festival into a virtual festival. And in some ways, your audience members have become a lot wider. It's gone beyond the community at Bukit Batok ECC and potentially covers Singapore and maybe even beyond our shores.
I feel like the entire journey of Verve is actually the highlight of my ABM journey. I think from the start till the end, I think the fondest memory is being able to work and collaborate with all my classmates in a very smooth manner, and seeing everyone to be able to contribute in different aspects towards the event is actually one of the most rewarding journey that I feel that it's worth remembering and carry it with me as I go along.
My fondest memory of Verve, I think, would be OVD, because it's we're all getting together and we're all selling things, and it's a more heated atmosphere because you have the music, and then you also have MCs that's hyping the whole situation up. And then that's when you actually get to know more about your members, because sometimes when you're like working in your teams, like in finance teams or like publicity teams, then you don't really get to interact with one another. So like during OVD was the time when we actually like got together.
I'd say I enjoyed myself greatly while being a part of OVD. So all of our groups played an equal and important contribution for OVD. We all created programs and things to sell on our website to raise funds, and I thought that was a very enjoyable experience. This is because all of us had so many unique ideas, and even I was able to be part of something like a workshop which I organized by myself with the help of my peers in the group. So I thought that was a really enjoyable experience, and it really pushed me and made me grow a lot as a person.
I think for me, the fondest memory would be stepping into the finance team at the very last minute to help as much as I can. Unfortunately for the finance team last year, we weren't getting as much funds as we hoped for. About 2 to 3 months before Verve was supposed to happen. And I decided to come in, and as chairperson last year, I wasn't directly in charge of finance, but I think it went more than just trying to secure funds. It went more of trying to get a favor done for friends. I had very close friends in finance team, and I felt that everyone needed that extra push, that extra support. So I think that was the fondest memory for the planning of Verve itself, was when I had to, was when I willingly went out of my own way to help the team, because I felt that, they just needed that extra support, honestly, yeah.
So before Verve, right, the fact that like everyone is like together, like in a physical space, stressing over Verve, and I think that's like a very funny moment to me, because it's like, because for our year it's like not graded, so it's very funny that like we are stressing over something that's not graded over graded assignments.
The fondest memory would be actually during Verve, like I said before, because you finally see everything that you're working towards happen, and experiencing that kind of energy and that kind of experience with your friends and your cohort and the people that you've been working with for such a long time. I think that it's quite rewarding, and especially afterwards when you're tearing things down and you realize that, you can call it a success because you put up a festival that you can be proud of, and seeing people come and go and then looking back and seeing all the memories and things like that. I think that's the fondest memories.
I think my fondest memory would be really to see the groups of ABM students grow and become arts managers in their own way through Verve. I think Verve was never started as an academic project. It was really a student development project. So Verve has always been that, and I'm always very touched every time I attend a Verve launch, because I see that in every Verve launch, every Verve event, and in every ABM student.
I don't think there is one single moment in one Verve that I remember particularly. I think my fondest memory of Verve is always at the end, not just because we have finished another Verve and another long and tiring day, but because I think that's the moment that the students kind of realize what they have achieved, and you can kind of see the look of satisfaction despite being very tired. You can see the look of satisfaction on their faces. And that is a very fulfilling moment, not just for the students, but for all the lecturers involved as well.
I think the fondest memory of Verve is to actually see the setup before Verve happens. And that is when you see the students work together and bring together the different pieces of what the festival is. That becomes, to me, a showcase of how successful Verve has become. Because other than just being a community arts festival, it is also a platform where the ABM students actually work together on a project, and a project that they can be proud of. And it's also the chance to work together with your classmates to piece together a project, a production, a showcase that can engage the community, that can impress the various stakeholders in the community as well.
even though this whole COVID situation might have hindered and affected us and our time spent together, I hope that we can all still work together harmoniously and help one another out to become the best versions of ourselves.
I hope that our batch will be able to learn more from the seniors, especially because this year they had Verve online for the first time, so I hope that we get to pick up a lot of skills from them. I also hope that we'll be able to like bring fresh ideas, new ideas to Verve also, and be able to revamp Verve even more.
We, as a new batch of students to host Verve, I think the main goal is to keep the same vision as the alumni and seniors, and to give it a more a fresher look to it, and also a reach like newer people and newer audience.
Congratulations on making it this far. Verve is happening soon, and I think you guys have done a great job. And I think that this edition is going to be really great. And yeah, just continue pushing on and continue to grow and continue to be better each year. Yes.
I just want to say that I learned a lot throughout the entire journey for Verve, and it's nice seeing how Verve has grown along the years. And ever since I've graduated, I will always look back and then to keep myself updated with the batch that's running after me. And since this year is celebrating its 10th anniversary, I'm happy to see that every batch persevered through, and the batch currently is putting a lot of effort to make it happen. So I just want to say that good work towards everyone who did this.
Happy 10 years to Verve. Thank you for making me who I am today. And I hope Verve lasts for a very long time.
I hope that Verve would continue to spread appreciation for the arts, and especially now with the whole tough and difficult COVID situation, I wish that Verve would show that the art scene in Singapore is still very much alive, and that it's even more convenient right now since that everything is held online, and people would have the opportunity to experience and appreciate the arts in the comfort of their own homes.
So I hope that since it's the 10th year, it's the opening of a new decade, so I hope that we can start off on the right foot and achieve a lot of milestones together, and hopefully Verve can go on for a long time.
So for Verve's 10th anniversary, I hope that there's a lot of participation, especially because now that Verve has an online presence. I hope they'll be able to engage wider audiences through social media and other online platforms.
So my wish for Verve is that we produce something great that we all are proud of, and at the same time it is something that our community would enjoy and appreciate. Yeah.
Thank you, Verve, for all the memories that I've made with my classmates, and I hope to see an even better Verve down the road.
I think what I have to say to Verve is it's been 10 years, it's a whole decade. Verve has done a lot. I'm sure we have touched many lives. So I hope to see that continue being done for the next 10 years if possible, and also for Verve to become larger, and to go into different communities just outside of BBE as well.
All the best, Verve, and many more years of Verve to come, and hopefully when I'm retired there will still be Verve.
Happy 10 years! See you at Verve!
My message to the students who are planning Verve is that you are wearing the festival organizer's hat, and this is an experience which doesn't come out very often. So embrace this experience, learn from it, embrace the successes, embrace also the failures as well and the difficulties, because this will make you better arts managers. At the same time, this is also the opportunity to reflect and to also learn from one another as well. And I hope that through this, the students become tighter as a unit, they learn from each other, they become stronger, and that you will also embrace this experience being a festival organizer for Verve. At the same time, I also hope that you enjoy this experience as well, because planning a festival is also meant to be enjoyable, and that when you produce Verve eventually, it is a product, it is a festival that you are proud of.
I think during this particular edition of Verve has been challenging. There is a lot of groundbreaking trying to do something online, which even seasoned professionals find difficult to do as well. It's been very new for the whole sector. So I think it's been brilliant that the students have made this effort, that have put themselves forward to try this, and I'm really looking forward to the end results.
To the lot this year especially, all the best. I know it is so difficult doing an online arts festival. My hat off to you, because it is really not easy. You have to overcome all the COVID safe measurements. You have to work with your artists last minute to change your programs. You have to go around filming them, and I really have to say I admire you guys for your hard work and for your perseverance lah. Really, I haven't seen Verve yet, but job well done. Okay, and to the rest of the ABM students who come after, I would like to encourage you to view Verve not as a chore, but it is really something for you to find yourself, to express yourself, and also to develop your skills as an arts manager. And even if you choose not to become an arts manager in future, the skills that you learn through organizing Verve will develop you as a person. So I just want to encourage all ABM students that Verve is one of its kind opportunity, and please make full use of it.